I'm Andy, and this is Kirstin. In late 2021, we flew from Chicago to Florida to look at a 50-foot fixer-upper named Magic Dragon. After a sufficient survey, we decided to make the old girl part of our family. We finalized the sale and retreated back to our lives in Chicago to formulate a refit plan. The following March, we returned to Magic Dragon and gave her a good cleaning, a deep look over, and took a ton of measurements that would aid us in the refit planning. Through it all, it became clear that two big issues needed tackled. The engine needs some serious TLC, and the deck has a few soft spots that need firmed up. Wanting professional opinions on these issues, I'm on my way back to Florida to meet with as many contractors as possible. Let's go.
Is there any light? Yeah, okay, so well, I'm here. As you can see, it is nighttime. So, I'm not gonna record a lot of this. Gonna get kind of settled, get in the boat. See you bright and early tomorrow morning. Yo, good morning everybody. Run is done, heading to use the restroom facility, stop in the office. We have about 40 minutes until the first contractor gets here, so just getting the morning going. Look forward to a big, long day.
I'll tell you what's going to happen with this motor.
Yeah.
It may run, and it may run good, and it may run for a while, but you're just going to continually have problems with it. Sure. There's so many components on here. You know, this is going to give you trouble, and then next year that's going to give you trouble. And it depends how far away you go. If you're out in the middle of nowhere, it gets to be issues.
Y'all ever had those times where like just nothing goes your way? And maybe that was a little overdramatic because obviously, you know, pursuing the plans that we're pursuing means that something's gone your way, right? And I don't mean to be too overdramatic, but in the grand scheme of this boat refit, this has been a week where things didn't quite go our way, and that's okay. You're not in control of what happens to you. You're only in control of how you respond to those things, and I firmly believe that in life. So we're going to respond to the new information and we're going to move forward. Came down here from Chicago to meet with a whole bunch of contractors, and starting right out of the gate, one of the contractors had to cancel. We had our first disappointment. I had an aircon and refrigeration specialist scheduled to come out here, and they bailed on me. I had these big plans of making this content with these contractors and being able to talk to them about what's going on and being really educational, and then on the day, none of them wanted to be on camera. And it's okay, right? We're not going to force anyone to be on camera that doesn't want to be. That's not our style. So I'm going to explain basically what they said, and then we'll take you through it. The gist of it is as to the engine, and I'll go show you on the engine itself. We have an original to the boat Perkins 82 horsepower diesel that has some signs of wear and tear. What the mechanic said is that normally that's very expensive and very time consuming. We might end up doing that, but that's option one. We could also take the engine completely out, have it refurbished from top to bottom, and put back in. So it'd be like a like new Perkins 82 horsepower. The third option is that we can just go out with the old, in with the new. And the other option is, we leave it as is, basically, and we change some of the parts that routinely cause failure or that routinely give out, and then just kind of hope and pray that the block, even with some blow-by, gives us several years of, good hard work. That's kind of where we're at on the engine. The rigging, they said it looked good. The deck, we knew that there was a couple soft spots in the deck when we bought the boat. We're working on some things behind the scenes to get that done. The other big relief was I talked to contractors about our seacocks, through hauls, whatever you want to call them, and I was really afraid myself that we were going to have to scrap all of them. But they were all of the opinion that the ones on our boat are not so far gone that you can refurbish them. So we might end up kind of doing like a half and half type thing where we refurbish some of them and then replace other ones. So those were kind of the big three things that I wanted to come down and talk to people about this weekend. The contractor that canceled was for the in-counter refrigeration units. But the in-counter stuff, we can sort that out later in the year as we get closer to our splash day. I'm not too concerned about that. Let's go take this look at this engine so I can turn this bad boy back on and not roast, because it's like heat index of I think 105 or 106 right now, right here. The first issue is right here. This unit right here, that is a mixing elbow. Problem is the seawater gets in there, corrodes aluminum. The other normally corroded issues, these two things right here, these are coolers, and you can see on them, you can see how there's already rust on them. So clearly water has been escaping them. So here we have the block, and you can see right there, there is already coolant leaking from the sidewall of the block out. So in addition to having like the side access panel, we can also take off the steps. We have a front access panel here. This is the front side of our engine. One of the things, as you can see over here, we have a high output alternator. I think it's 150 amps. You're supposed to change those sets to be able to put on a serpentine belt, something more akin to like a car has on it, or double V belts. All of this black stuff right here, that is belt dust. The belt's getting ground down by going around these pulleys because it's too small for the application. It's a problem that it's sticking because the fact that it's sticking indicates that there's oil leaking out of this front cover.
A new place, a new home for a while. Let me feel alive.
Yo, good morning, Andy here. It is the last day at the boat, and we have a few things to get done. First, this morning I woke up early, went to Home Depot, took some stuff back, came back with a product called Damp Aid. Got to clean out the freezer, fridge, the standalone unit because there was some standing water in it when we came back. Got to just kind of pick up the trash, repack. Got half day of work, and then we'll lock up the boat and we're gonna go back, catch our flight, and go back home. It's been a good trip. Let's finish it off on a strong note.
As I reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out to the sky, I found my way, I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way, I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way.